Good morning, Year 6. I am going to talk to you this morning about this whole week. It is assessment week. It is also Internet Safety Week. So there will be some activities to do with internet safety. For example, later in the week, we'll be looking at fake news. And we will be finishing off our topic all about World War II. For assessment week, there'll be lots of things going on. So I'm going to talk you through some of the things that you're expected to do and how you're expected to get your work to us. This is an overview of the week there. And this tells you everything that you are expected to do, what's there to help you, and how you're going to hand in your work. We're expecting all of this by the end of the week. If you don't have paper at home, please ask your adult to contact the school to arrange a time to collect some, because you will need lined paper to complete the writing task. So your writing task, you can see over here, your writing task is a handwritten assessment. It is going to be a story, a narrative. There will be a video input with your teacher modelling how to write this, giving you a prompt to start writing your story. You will need to write this on handwrite this on lined paper. So again, ask your teacher or contact the school if you don't have lined paper, because you need to handwrite this. When you've done that, and you should spend about 30 to 40 minutes minimum writing this, because it's the same as an assessed write in school. When you've done this, you can either take a photo and email it to your teacher. There's my email address there. You can get that on the school website. You can also get that by going onto Google Classroom. Or you can take a photo and add it to the task in Google Classroom and submit your work. So there's a button that says add. You can upload your work and you can submit your work, and then your teachers can see it. Or you can bring the work into school, ask an adult to take the work to school, give it in at reception and to say what class it is for. Or you can put it in an envelope, put a stamp on it and send it to school with your teacher's name in it and the school's address. But it has to come to us and it needs to be handwritten. You'll have a maths reasoning paper that will be the same as you're used to on Google Forms, on Google Classroom. But before you do that, you need to make sure that you have covered any issues you've had with the maths. So you need to watch the teacher recap videos. You need to go back and watch any videos you weren't sure about. We've been looking specifically at fractions, decimals and percentages this term. And when your teacher calls you, if you have any questions, ask them. So I didn't understand this, could you quickly explain it to me? Reading, there will be a reading comprehension paper. And that will be on Google Classroom. It will be a quiz again for you to type your answers. So you need to make sure that you submit that. And there will be a little bit of guidance on that as well. We'll also be asking you to read when we call you. So nice and loudly. You're all wonderful readers. There will be a quiz for our topic. Our topic has been World War II. We've done lots and lots of work on this. There has been information given to you throughout this term, so you might want to go back to some of the older work, do a bit of research before you do the quiz. There'll also be some information, some links and some videos for you to look at before you do the quiz. Again, it will be on Google Classroom, on Google Forms, and you can submit that. And a science quiz. Science quiz will also be on Google Classroom. There will be a video input to remind us all about electricity and circuits. You will have written an explanation text. And if you struggled with that, you can always watch the videos for a bit of a recap before you do your quiz. And we are expecting all of this week. So make sure that you plan your time out, because every day there's going to be new stuff coming up for you to do. Now today, Monday the 8th of February 2021, maths. Go to Google Classroom and click on classwork and it will give you an overview of the whole day. Go to today's date, watch the maths video before you do the work. And don't forget to hand in your work when you've finished. There will be marking on all of your old work if you handed it in. and you can go back to your old work and you can look at the feedback. So make sure you do that so you don't miss something that's really going to help you. Then you're going to do some reading. There'll be a reading video. Choose a book to read at home and read for 30 minutes. And then there's a Google Doc that has questions on it, all about the book you read. So we'll be practicing our skills of reading, ready for our reading comprehension test later in the week. We'll be looking at retrieving information. So specifically, what does it actually say in the text? And then we will be looking at the meanings of words. So what is another way to say the same word? You'll have to infer from the text, guess what the words mean. And the other thing you'll be looking at is the author's voice. What is the author trying to tell you and how do they do that? Topic. We're doing all about rations today. Now we have looked at rations before. There is a bit of information on Google Classroom. You need to go through the slides before you try to do the work. The information is on there. There's some information for you to read, and then you're going to answer on the Google Doc and hand in your work. Please let your teachers know if there's any problem, technical issues you are having with that, and we'll try and come up with an alternative way that you can complete this work. And this is all about converting. Then there's a bit of Spanish. We've been doing mi casa all term, so the rooms of the house. So have a think about what these rooms are called. How would you say these? If you're not sure, go back onto Language Angels and have a practice. So the rooms in the house, habitaciones en la casa. En la casa, did you spot that there's an A missing with your noticing skills there? So here's a quick recap. El ático. El ático sounds like attic. The attic, the top of the house, yeah. And on top of that, el tejado is the roof, or el techo, those are the roof. El dormitorio. Do you know what el dormitorio is? Can you find it on the picture? El dormitorio, where is it? Number 2, número dos. El dormitorio is there. It is your bedroom. Some of you have un dormitorio in your house. Some of you have dos dormitorios in your house. What is el baño? Can you find número 3? What is el baño? El baño is actually the bath. So sometimes when we say el baño, we also say el cuarto de baño, so the room, the quarter of the bath, the bathroom, or el aseo, which is the toilet. Can you find la sala, which is also called el salón? What is la sala? Can you guess from the picture? Número 4. It's the living room. And número 5. What do we do in número 5? Número 5 is la cocina. It's for cooking. It is the kitchen, la cocina, over here. And under the house here, número 6. What is número 6? El sótano, the basement, el sótano. Now we've got a few extra names of rooms that we haven't got on here. So see if you can remember any of them, including the garden. The garden is el jardín, with an accent on the I there, el jardín. And we've also got el garaje, número 7. And this is el césped, and that means the grass. Now, if you can think of words on here, rooms that we've learned about that are not on this picture, see if you can have a quick recap of those two. For example, we had a home office. What was the office? We also had a washing room. Washing is lavar. So what did you think of the washing room, the washroom, or the washing machine, or the utility room, the same room, what that would be? And the dining room, to eat or to dine, is comer. Can you remember the name of the dining room? Okay, good luck and enjoy your week.